3 years after it was unveiled in the US and almost a year later than it was originally due in Australia, the Tesla Model Y electric SUV is finally here. If you're a Tesla nerd, you already know everything there is to know about this car, so we'll see you in the comments section a bit later. But if you're new to electric cars and new to Tesla, come with us for the ride. In this video, we'll go through charging times, performance times, and what it's like to live with in the daily grind. We'll also go through our likes and dislikes of this highly anticipated model. When we started this review, the basic Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive, with one electric motor powering the rear wheels, was priced from $68,900 plus on-road costs. By the time we took this car back, the price had risen to $72,300 plus on-road costs, an increase of $3,400. It works out to be between $74,600 drive away to $79,800 drive away, depending on stamp duties in each state and territory in Australia. There is also a dual-motor, high-performance, long-range Model Y, priced from $96,700 plus on-road costs, which works out to be between $104,000 and $112,000 drive away. Standard equipment on the base model includes a full suite of advanced safety tech, a credit card-style sensor key, heated front and rear seats, a panorama sunroof, premium audio, and a large tablet-style display screen. The basic Tesla Model Y comes with 19-inch wheels, while the performance version comes with 21s. One of the many impressive aspects of this Tesla is the high-resolution touchscreen. It's actually inspired a lot of other car manufacturers. It's easy to use, easy to control, and the display is super sharp. It's basically like using a smartphone. Once you're shown a few shortcuts, it becomes second nature. Although you can switch from a bright screen to a dark screen, one of the things I really wish Tesla would do is to have a dark mode that just shows the speed display in the top right corner. A lot of customers actually install their own heads-up display units. But overall, this clean, modern design has really shown the rest of the car industry how to declutter a cabin. From the wood grain trim to the suede inserts, they really give a sense of luxury. Instead of a key fob, you get this card which unlocks the door and starts the car. One thing that took a little bit of getting used to during our time with the car is when you get out to open or close a gate, you've got to restart the vehicle by tapping it on the center console. In most cars, middle seat passengers get the raw end of the deal, but in the Model Y, you actually get extra legroom and footroom. There's good space behind the driver and front passenger. I've still got a little bit of room here. And actually, this is the best seat in the house for the panorama roof. The back seat split folds 60-40 to create a large flat load space. And the center armrest has a couple of cup holders. Of course, it's got a power tailgate, as is the case with many SUVs these days, but it wouldn't be a Tesla without a few party tricks. The charge port bag has a Velcro cover on the back, so it doesn't slide around, and there's massive storage under the boot floor. Tesla claims the basic Model Y has a maximum 455 kilometers of driving range. In our real-world testing, we saw closer to just over 400 kilometres of driving range from the 62.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Recharging times vary depending on the output of the power source. First, the bad news. Tesla owners look away now or skip forward until we talk about fast chargers. On a standard 10-amp household power socket, it takes about 24 hours to charge a standard Tesla Model Y from empty to full. Though of course most people just top up, so this is a rare scenario. Put another way, 1 hour of charging on a household power socket will give you about 15 kilometres of driving range, and 6.5 hours of charging on a household power source will give you about 100 kilometres of driving range. However, most customers either install a Tesla fast charger at home or use one of the public Tesla superchargers. There are 3 types of Tesla fast chargers for the home, rated at 7 kilowatt hours, 11 kilowatt hours and 22 kilowatt hours, all of which can charge a Model Y from empty to full overnight, while public Tesla superchargers can take the battery from empty to full in a bit over an hour. Tesla superchargers are also handy to add a few hundred kilometres of range in a bit less than an hour. Going from empty to full on a Tesla supercharger is not advisable because the last 3 or 4% takes longer to top up than the rest of the charging range of the battery. So what does it cost to run based at today's prices? Here's the maths. Using today's Tesla supercharging prices, it costs about $35 to travel about 400 kilometres. In a petrol car, it would cost double that to go the same distance when petrol is $1.50 a litre and about triple that when fuel is $2.50 a litre. Many of the cabin controls are not intuitive, but once you learn the Tesla way, you wonder why all cars aren't like this. For example, the mirror control is in the touchscreen and the toggle wheels on the steering wheel. To activate cruise control, you simply press down once on the gear lever. The hazard light switch is conveniently located in the roof, and for me at least, the air recirculation button was hiding in plain sight. There are 2 inductive charging pads for smartphones, and it fits most phones, except if you've got a large phone in a bulky case, like me and the 3 other people who have one of these. And as with many electric cars, there's a clever storage area in the nose. Tesla makes a 0 to 100 claim of 6.9 seconds. We got 7 seconds on a V-Box, which shows it's pretty close to the performance claim. Braking performance was also impressive. In addition to the electric motor braking, the performance brakes pulled up at about 37 metres from 100 kilometres an hour. That's on par with most luxury cars. Plus sides, the build quality of this Chinese-made Model Y is a big step up compared to the US-made Teslas we've tested previously. And it also shows behind the wheel. The ride comfort is firm but not uncomfortable. The suspension feels controlled. The braking performance is good, and especially the regenerative braking. You used to be able to adjust it on previous Teslas, but Tesla's done the hard work for you. It's come up with an automatic setting for regen braking, and based on all the other electric cars we've tested, we reckon this is the sweet spot. Around town, it feels perky. The 0 to 100 time won't impress performance car fans, but anyone who's not driven an electric car before or is coming from a humdrum hatchback will be really impressed by one of these. Our testing showed from 0 to 30 kilometres an hour, acceleration was pretty mild, but from 30 to 100 kilometres an hour, it really got a move on. Downsides, there was a touch of wind noise from this driver's side mirror when we collected the car. It's mysteriously disappeared. I wish the infotainment system had AM radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I wish the central touchscreen had a display mode so just the speedo was shown on the top right hand corner. And while the low beams are really good, the high beams look like Venetian blinds on a dark country road. Before we get to the conclusion, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future updates. I came into the Tesla Model Y with an open mind and a touch of skepticism, but I've come away impressed. It's not perfect, no car is, but even in its most basic guise, the Tesla Model Y is fun to drive, the battery technology is game-changing, and judging by the build quality of this vehicle, Tesla has come a long way. If you're thinking about a Tesla Model Y or you've already ordered one, you're in for a treat. It'll require some adjustment to your daily life, but there are no major roadblocks. If you're sitting on the fence and one of these is within your budget, take the leap. You won't look back.